Alright, tonight we're going to go over different finger picking patterns. And this is really fun, but it takes a lot of know-how, and just you really got to mess around with it for an extended period of time to get to that mastery level. One of the techniques that I want to show you guys first off is something that's very simple. It's a down up. So basically what you can do is use like a power chord and practice on that, or you could, a chord's a little bit harder, like a 5-string chord or something like that. So basically you're gonna have sectioned off your bass notes. A lot of people just count these for fingerstyle picking and stuff like that, shaking picking with your right hand. A lot of people just use the 5th and the 6th string respectively for their bass notes. But what I like to do is I like to do like a D minor chord like that, and I'll actually just get the top portion like that and the bottom portion over here. And I'm just gonna kind of mute it with my palm, and then I'm just gonna go at it. I'm gonna go 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and then 4th string twice. So it's gonna sound like this sped up. Something like that. And it's kind of similar to ska or reggae. I'm gonna drop D right now, but that's essentially what you're doing, is you're having that pattern. And you're just applying it to each string set. So if you're doing a 1 and 3 or a 2 and a 4 along with that A string, right now it's on a D note, but if I'm going like that, another thing you can do is it's a paradiddle. I've got it to drop D right now, so this A is actually a G. So you could do that, and then the right hand technique is gonna be like this. It's gonna be down, up, down, down, and then reverse that, mirror it, up, down, up, up. So it's gonna sound like this. It's gonna be the first cycle. Let's do it again, slower. Okay. And then just throw that palm mute in there so you can kind of control it even a little bit more, and then even more than that, you're gonna kind of hammer on with the left hand technique. It's gonna be like almost like tapping. But check this out, it's kind of cool. resolve it. And that's just a kind of a technique. It's not really meant to be put into a song or made into a song, but you can. There's nothing saying that you can't. And a lot of times when you're playing around with stuff like this, you'll find a wrong note like that kind of sounds dissonant. Something like that, and it just goes. You try to make it sound bad. it's kind of tough to describe that, but you want to try to mess up. You want to try to see what you can find that's new on your fretboard, because if you're just doing and you're doing like all within the scale, it sounds right, it sounds correct. Yes, there's a place for that. The modes have their place as well. All the exotic scales have their place as well, but sometimes you can't really be practicing an exotic scale or your standard pentatonic scale or anything like that and discover things like we're talking about. Where there's a lot of chicken picking stuff going on. And that's just like a little triplet feel. So you just get 3 strings, whichever strings you want. You can skip a string each time you fret your finger. So I'm skipping the 4th string, I'm skipping the 2nd string, or taking it up 1. That almost reminds me of Hurt by 9 Inch Nails. You have to go like that. There it is. That clicking sound is actually, my pickups are a little bit too high, but that's kind of how I like them. For when the distortion's on, but same thing. We'll take the distortion in the next video, and we'll kind of show you what you can do with all that sustain and all that distortion working in your favor. So that's going to be our next video, so make sure you tune into that. I'm Troy for Committed Music, and keep on rocking out, you guys. You're going to make it. Don't worry, and don't listen to all those naysayers out there. They're just upset that you're not, they're not doing the due diligence that you're doing right now.